Hello, BookTube. Jim here. Welcome to Mystery and Mayhem. Today, I'm just going to do a real quick update with you. Um, I know I haven't really been doing any kind of a regular schedule here on BookTube, and that's something I definitely want to work on. Ideally, I'd like to post at least 3 times a week, and I know I haven't been doing that, but yeah, again, it's just something I'm going to have to work on. I'm thinking Wednesdays and Saturdays and Monday maybe, but we'll have to wait and see. And I promise I will work on that and try to get a regular schedule up for everyone. Um, yeah, on the weekend we went out to Indigo Bookstore, and I got a bit of a mini book haul I wanted to show you. Um, so yeah, to start with, if you guys remember, I think my second video I did, Sherlock Holmes, Occult Detective, I mentioned these books by James Lovegrove, the Cthulhu case books. Well, I went to the store and there was a fourth one there, which must have just come out, called Sherlock Holmes and the Highgate Horrors. And again, just that beautiful book, hardcover, and with the end papers. Just yeah, I was really happy to see that there, and I picked it up. I snagged that right away. So that's going to go up on my shelf with my other ones, and yeah, they're very enjoyable books. Um, Another Sherlock Holmes one I picked up, Sherlock Holmes and Mr. Hyde by Christian Claver. And this is part of a series of books called The Classified Dossier. And the other books include Sherlock Holmes and Count Dracula and Sherlock Holmes and Dorian Gray. Now, I know other authors have dealt with that, have had Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in their books, but I mean, there's room for other authors to do the same thing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this one is. I know Lauren D. Estelman did Sherlock Holmes and Jekyll and Hyde, and that was a really good book. So yeah, I mean, this should be interesting. But yeah, let me show you the cover again. Kind of a cool, kitschy looking cover. There's so many Sherlock Holmes stories out there now. Everybody's writing them, and it's just like a free for all and a potpourri for any Sherlock Holmes enthusiast. There's so many out there. So yeah, that'll be fun. The next book, Richard Osman, The Thursday Murder Club. And yeah, I've been meaning to pick this one up for a while. There's 4 in the series. I think the 4th one just came out. So yeah, this is one I've been wanting to read for a while, both my wife and I. And yeah, the blurb is, in a peaceful retirement village, 4 unlikely friends meet weekly in the Jigsaw Room to discuss unsolved crimes. Together they call themselves the Thursday Murder Club. And it goes on. 2 other books in the series, The Man Who Died Twice and The Bullet That Missed. So that's just kind of a cool book, and I will let you know how that is when I get around to reading it. And last but not least, I picked up Stephen King Holly. And yes, it does have a glow-in-the-dark cover. I can attest to that. I tried to film it one night, get a video of the glow-in-the-dark cover, but it didn't show up. But yes, it does glow in the dark, and it's a very, very cool-looking book. And that's part of the Mr. Mercedes series. And yeah, Stephen King goes on about this character. He loves this character of Holly. It just grew in his mind and became something bigger than what he intended. So that'll be a good book to add to my Stephen King collection. So yeah, Occult Detective October now, this week, now that we're into a new week, I'm going to be reading Madame Xanadu, Exodus Noir. And in this one, she's a 1940s private detective in New York. But there's flashbacks in the story to 1493, when she was in a relationship with a woman. I think it was in Salem, and so that should fit my diverse character category. And that's about all I have on my shelves for diverse authors or characters pertaining to occult detective. And I didn't really want to buy a whole bunch more books because I intend to do the Read What You Own challenge this year. So I will be finishing this book of short stories. I guess diverse could mean many in this case, since it's just a bunch of short stories in there, and I'm enjoying that. And also this anthology called Supernatural Noir, with a lot of different authors in there, and it's just a beautiful cover. So yeah, I'll be reading that this week, and I'll let you know how that goes and how those stories are. I'm sure there might even be a few diverse characters in there. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing this week. And as I said, I will be doing the Read What You Own challenge, which means I'll probably have to dust off my unused Goodreads app. I mean, there's stuff on there, but I barely use it. So maybe now that I'm doing the Read What You Own challenge, I'll keep that updated. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that stuff with you and just say hi, and hopefully everybody's doing well this week. So yeah, I will talk to you soon, and take care, everyone.